My name is Just Jabria, and I know that I've been gone for a long time. Oh my goodness, I have not posted no videos. I have not been consistent, but I'm really on here just to. I want to say, first off, I want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. And I kind of just wanted to get on here and just really sum up um, what I had been going through, you know, through 2018. And I was just really in a bad place, you guys, really in a bad place because I was not living in my truth. I was not living in my purpose. I was people pleasing. And I had just really just got so low. I got into a car accident and I was just trying to figure out how did I get to a point where I was so far off course that it seemed like I could not get back straight? Like my bills start piling up. So I got into a car accident. Then I end up, losing a job. So I didn't have a job for a while, and my rent, I didn't have no money to pay my rent. I didn't have no money to feed myself. I didn't have no money for consumers. It was just like, man, it just felt like my debt was just piling up. And it's funny because my clarity in life and from God, it came after I started struggling. Because before I started struggling, I was still living in depression, and I had way more money than I have ever had in my life, way more. And the happiness never came. Like, how can you get to a point? And I really had to ask myself, you guys, I had to ask myself, how did I get to a point where I have the money, but I'm not happy? I just wasn't myself, you all. I was not myself, and I just crying all the time because I felt like I didn't have anybody. I couldn't call. Anytime I called somebody, I felt like a burden. I felt like a burden. And I picked up just all this weight just from eating my feelings, eating pies and cakes and McDonald's and Burger King. I wasn't cooking, just sitting in my bed, just eating because I was eating away my emotions. And I know today is the day before Christmas, but I just really had to come on here and really just talk because I see so many people. I see people who's happy about spending money for Christmas, but I also see people who don't have anybody to even spend Christmas with. And for a while, I was one of them people where I didn't get invited, or people will have Christmas and Christmas dinner, and I'd be like, what are you guys doing for Christmas? Oh, I don't know. And then the whole family get together and I'm not there. So I just had to get on here. But on the for real tip though, um I really just got over being depressed. And the reason why is because I just really was just bawling my eyes out because of the debt. And I had to really spend some time alone and spend some time with God and spend some time just with myself and figuring out what is it that I want to do with my life? Where do I want to take myself? Where do I want to take myself this upcoming year? Because what I do know is that change begins with your everyday routine. So I made a decision in my mind, okay, I'm going to start doing things different with myself. I have to, because I just was not making smart decisions. I was not being happy. I was not exploring. And sometimes God, let me see what somebody said. I'm listening. I appreciate this. Well, anyway, it went away. But I just really had to just get my mind together. I said, okay, I have to make a decision right now with the small things in my life, like picking up my clothes and doing my hair. And to some people, it might be like, okay, it's just doing your hair, it's just putting your makeup on. No, that's a part of my personality. That's a part of me taking care of myself. It's nurturing my body. Because what I started to doing is I stopped taking care of the things of my spirit, of my soul, of my physical appearance, and everything play a part in who you are. Everything plays a part. And many people don't realize that. So many people just so happy right now with Christmas gift that I can't tell you when the last time I even got a Christmas gift if it wasn't for myself. And that's okay. But when you depressed and you don't even get a Christmas call, you don't get a birthday call, you don't get, see, my birthday in December. It's December 3rd. Spent my birthday with my dog, actually. You don't get a Thanksgiving call. You don't get a Memorial Day, a Labor Day. You start to feel like nobody care about you because you just see people taking the pajama pictures. And sometimes, when I'm going through when I went through that depression state, I had to stop even being on social media because I would see people with their families, and I'm just be like, God, why I don't have a family? Why don't I have a husband? Why am I single? Why my mom don't call me? Why I don't hear from my daddy? Why my granny don't call me? Like, and I really had to just realize that God has me exactly where I am for a reason. And I want to let everybody who don't have somebody know that I love you. I love you. And I know you probably looking at this screen like, no, you don't. But I do. Because I'm telling you, I understand how it feels to just be alone. And the most important person who do love you, that's not a man, that would not lie, is God. And I know when you don't have a relationship, it's hard to really fathom that he's there. Thank you. Bless you. Sometimes it's hard to fathom that he's actually there with you, and all you have to do is call on him and he'll be right there. Because when I lost my car, I feel like I lost everything. In 2018, as much as I thought I had, because I got an apartment, and then I had a good job. I lost my job, my bills were unpaid. And the craziest part, I thought I was losing everything, but I know that God would never leave me or forsake me. He would not. And I decided that I'm not going to live in depression no more. I'm not going to live and be the person people think I should be. Because I know that my God called me when I was in my mother's womb. So I know that I'm placed on this earth for a reason. And the only reason I was depressed is because I was not fulfilling my purpose and my duties. I was not in my field. I was not being with the type of people that I need to be around. I was not really in church because at the point in time, I was working 7 days a week. So I didn't even have time to even attend church to be fed. Right? So now I'm like, okay, it's time for a change. I see what my bills say, but I know that when I was homeless a few years ago, God brought me from that. My God brought me from being homeless. So I know that he will help me with these bills. I know he will sustain me. Oh yeah. Depression is 2019 is going to be the best year yet. That's back plus some more than I can even ask or think. Oh yeah. And so I just really want to get on here and touch, basis on my weight gain. I love you. I love you. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. But my phone kind of lost connection, so I had to go in and put in Wi-Fi. But you know what? That's not gonna stop me now. So I kind of lost my place in what I was saying. But all I'm just on here is just to let you guys know that I am leaving depression in the past. I'm leaving people pleasing in the past. In 2018, loneliness, depression, abuse, all of that, because that's not who God says I am. And I'm not spending, oh yeah, it's back. Thank you. And I'm not spending not another year drowning in depression. I'm not. I'm not. Because God did not create me to be down that long. Now, I'm not saying storms don't come. That's not what I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is God didn't create me to stay stuck. No, he didn't. He loved me too much. He loved me too much to be stuck that long. And if he can get me from being homeless, he could definitely get me out of debt. He can definitely do that. So that's why I'm just on here just to let you guys know that I love you, and I know that my videos have not been consistent. But I was so low, y'all. I was so low. And I felt like I could not get out. I'm like, okay, where do I begin? Who am I? I spent 2 years in a relationship with somebody that could not accept me. So I started to conform to what that person that I was with said that I was, because I was so desperate for a family. I was so desperate for acceptance. I was so desperate for inclusion that I forgot that God set me apart since the time that I came out my mother's womb. I know it because I've never been a part of any groups of my family, but it's so that I could lead. And I get that now. So what I'm going to do is start making change. I already started making changes in my everyday routine every morning, getting up, affirming my day, calling my day, blessing my day before I go to work, because my day is my night, because I work third shift. So I bless it. Before I get there, I ask God to already be there, to surround me, make sure my angels kept out around me. Because you know what? I know that in any environment, I'm going to be my best. So, oh, my dog had just fell, you guys. Oh, come on, Moo. Come on. I'm sorry, you guys, but my dog, I had dropped him off the couch by moving. But let me see what people are saying actually. You said balance, keep my emotion, bless you, and I'm back here. He refreshed the unexpected one. Oh, okay, let me get that down. I'm learning how to work this, y'all. So you're gonna have to excuse me. I was trying to do the video earlier and it just would not. So I'm sorry that it's dark, but it seemed like when I try to get it in good lighting, I try to get it upstairs. I have a whole setup upstairs, but it will not allow me to do a video, and I don't know why. But me sitting downstairs and it's dark, it'll let me do it. which is crazy, right? But I just really hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. I'm probably going to do another video, and maybe tonight, tomorrow, more upbeat. But I just really want to say, pray. Pray over yourself. You're not alone. You can contact me if you need me, if you want to talk, because all of this is just about connection and community, and we all need somebody, and we all need to be in an environment where we're not going to feel judged. And I have the most wonderful church that I attend to. You know, if you in Flint, I'm not saying that church is for everybody. I have a wonderful support team from my mentor, and I know that it's just so many wonderful women and men out here that can just lend us the extra help, including myself, that we need. And sometimes we need people to just let us know that we understand where you are. Just like I have a mentor who let me know she understand where I am. She understand where I was when it came to depression, but it was something that I had to allow God to come in and fix, and he had to show me that where I was, it was not okay. But he's not going to judge me for it, but it's time that I come out of that so that he can bless me with the blessings that he already had for me. So as I end this, I just pray that you have a wonderful 2019. I pray that this is your winning season, that you have prosperity comes your way, great health comes your way. If you looking for marriage come your way, ministry, happiness, joy in your heart, and everything. So have a great holiday. I don't know how to end this.